Kung sa arithmetic sequence ay may common difference, sa geometric sequence naman ay may common ratio. Ano ito? Alamin sa video na to. Hi learners! Today we're going to talk about geometric sequence. Okay, so the geometric sequence is the second type of sequence. Tapos na tayo kay arithmetic sequence. So ano ba yung ibig sabihin ni geometric sequence? Geometric sequence is a sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying a non-zero constant called the common ratio. Okay. So, kung sa arithmetic sequence mayroong common difference, pagdating naman sa geometric sequence, may tinatawag tayo na common ratio. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ni common ratio? Ang common ratio is ang number na imumultiply natin sa bawat term para makuha yung succeeding na mga terms. Okay. Tignan natin yung example natin dito. We have the geometric sequence 2, 6, 18, 54, 162, and so on. Okay. Ano sa tingin nyo yung number na kailangan nating i-multiply kay 2 para makuha si 6? Okay. So, kailangan nating i-multiply si 2 by 3 to get 6. And also, si 6 din, kailangan nating i-multiply by 3 to get 18. And 18 times 3, multiply, we will have 54. Okay, so 54 will also be multiplied by 3 to get 162. So, si 3 ngayon is yung common ratio na tinatawag natin. Okay, mathematically, we can also compute common ratio by dividing any term by its preceding term. Okay, so we all know na ang 2 is yung a sub 1 natin, 6 is a sub 2, 18 is a sub 3, 54 is a sub 4, and 162 is a sub 5. So, we will have here a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. Okay. Any term, kung halimbawa si a sub 2 yung gagamitin ko, i-divide ko siya, it will be divided by its preceding term or yung term na nauna sa kanya. Kaya a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. Okay, so a sub 2 divided by a sub 1, that is 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. We can also use a sub 3 divided by a sub 2. A sub 3 na 18 divided by a sub 2 na 6 is also equal to 3. A sub 4 divided by a sub 3, a sub 4 is 54, divided by 18 is also equal to 3. And we have also a sub 5 divided by a sub 4, that is 162 divided by 54. It is also equal to 3. So, common sa kanila yung quotient na 3. Therefore, 3 is our non-zero constant or our common ratio. So, ngayon, magbibigay ako ng mga sequences. Tapos, i-determine natin kung itong mga sequences na ba ito ay geometric or hindi. Tapos, kung geometric naman yung given na sequence, then we're going to identify ano kaya yung next na term. Okay. So, again, the instruction is to determine if the sequence is geometric or not. Then, give the next term if it is a geometric sequence. Let's have number 1. We have 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80. Again, ang dapat nating tandaan sa geometric sequence na concept is that meron siyang common ratio. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung number 1. May common ratio ba ang number 1? So, paano natin malaman? So, that is 10 divided by 5. We can have a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. That is equal to 10 divided by 5 is 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Okay, let's check a sub 3 at saka si a sub 2. a sub 3 divided by a sub 2 is equal to 20 divided by 10. That is also equal to 2. Okay. How about, you can continue solving this one. Okay. So let's have a sub 4 divided by a sub 3. So that is 40 divided by 20, which is also equal to 2. And we can also have a sub 5 divided by a sub 4. That is 80 divided by 40. It is also equal to 2. So since equal lahat, ibig sabihin the common ratio or ang sequence na ito ay may common ratio. At yung common ratio sa sequence number 1 is equal to 2. So sa bawat term, we simply multiply 2 to get the next term. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80. Okay? So, how about 80 times 2? What is the answer? 80 times 2 is equal to 160. Okay, so this is a geometric sequence. At the same time, the next term of this geometric sequence is equal to 160. Okay. Now, pag bihasa na kayo sa pagkuha ng common ratio, there's no need na isolve or isulat ang lahat ng solution. Pwede nyo siyang masolve mentally. Okay? Let's try number 2. 4, negative 12, and 36, then blank. Okay, tignan natin kung may common ratio ba. Negative 12 divided by positive 4. Negative 12 divided by positive 4 is equal to 3. Or negative 3. Tama? How about 36 divided by 12? Okay? Isulat ko. Negative 12 divided by 4 is equal to negative 3. How about 36 divided by negative 12? The answer is also negative 3. So, my common ratio, therefore, si sequence number 2 is a geometric sequence. Okay, so ano yung next term kaya? So, all we need to do is to multiply each number by negative 3. Okay. So, again, pag magkuha ng common ratio, we're going to divide. Okay? Then, para makuha yung succeeding terms, we are going to multiply. Okay? Pero, yung common ratio pa rin yung gagamitin natin. So, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 3 is positive 36. Now, how about 36 or positive 36 times negative 3? The answer is negative 108. Okay, so kung mapapansin niyo, kung ang common ratio natin ay negative, ang mga terms natin ay may alternating signs. Tignan ninyo, ang mga signs nila ay alternating. Positive, negative, positive, negative. So again, mangyayari ito pag ang common ratio natin ay negative. Okay. How about number 3? We have 128, 64, 32, and 16. Ano kaya yung next na term? Kung geometric sequence man ito. Okay, tignan natin. Let's erase this one. Okay, how about number 3? We have 128, 64, 32, and 16. Tignan natin kung may common ratio ba. Okay, let's divide 64 by 128. What is the answer? 64 divided by 128. So since mas malaki yung denominator compared sa numerator, then we can simplify this one. Okay, i-lowest term lang natin. So isip tayo ng number na pwede nating pang-divide sa 64 at saka sa 128, in which walang remainder dapat yung quotient. So that is, of course, 64. So, 64 divided by 64 is equal to 1. Okay, so 128 divided by 64 is equal to 2. So, we will get 1/2. How about 32 divided by 64? Okay. Ang 32 divided by 64 is also, pag i-convert natin sa lowest form niya, will also be equal to 1/2. Bakit naging 1/2? 32 at saka 64, divide natin sa 32. Kasi yun yung least common multiple niya. So 32 divided by 32 is 1. 64 divided by 32 is 2. Now how about 16 divided by 32? 16 divided by 32 is equal to 1 half. Okay, same pa rin. Therefore, meron silang common ratio na 1 half. So, ang sequence number 3 represents a geometric sequence. Okay, geometric sequence. Ang tanong, ano kaya yung next na term? Okay, para makuha siya, we simply multiply 1 half to each term. Okay, so 128 times 1 half is 64. 64 times 1 half is equal to 32. 32 times 1 half is equal to 16. Now, 16 times 1 half would be equal to what? 16 times 1 half simply means 16 divided by 2. Tama? Kasi nga may denominator tayo dito na 1. So, you will have 16 divided by 2 is 8. Therefore, ang next na term natin sa sequence na ito ay si 8. Okay, how about this one? Number 4. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and the missing term. Is this a geometric sequence? Mako-consider ba natin siya ng geometric sequence? Okay. Yes or no? Okay, this is a geometric sequence. Okay, ano kaya yung common ratio natin dito? Anong kailangan natin multiply sa 7 para maging 7? Okay, obviously that is equal to 1. Okay, therefore, ang common ratio natin sa number 4 is 1. So, number 4 is a geometric sequence at yung next term niya, the next na missing term, is still equal to 7. Okay, how about number 5? Geometric sequence ba ang number 5? 3, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Let's try this 2. First 2. Second term divided by the first term. That is equal to 0. 0 divided by 3 is equal to 0. Pero, pagdating natin sa second, third, and fourth na term, halimbawa si second at saka si third, we have 0 divided by 0. Okay. We cannot say that it is equal to 0. Okay? 0, yung 0, pag i-divide natin sa 0, that would be indeterminate. Okay? Indeterminate. Okay, so wala siyang value. So, ibig sabihin, number 5 is not a geometric sequence. Okay. Kung naalala nyo yung definition natin sa geometric sequence, sabi sa definition na ang common ratio sa geometric sequence ay dapat non-zero constant. Okay? Kasi kung magiging 0 yung common ratio natin, then that is not a geometric sequence. So, ngayon, paano naman natin kunin yung nth term ng isang geometric sequence? Okay? So, meron tayong formula na gagamitin dito. We have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay? So, yung gagamitin natin na formula, once we're going to look for an nth term of a geometric sequence. Okay, so ano bang ibig sabihin ng a sub n? Ang a sub n ay ang ating nth term. Or kadalasan siya ang ating last term. Okay. How about a sub 1? You're familiar with a sub 1. Ang a sub 1 is ang ating first term. Ang n naman is ang number of terms. Kung ilang terms sila sa isang sequence. At of course, ang R is ang ating common ratio. Okay, so let's solve problem number 1. What is the 8th term of the sequence 1, 3, 9, 27, and so on? Okay, so first things first, kailangan mo natin isulat yung mga given. So, a sub 1 natin is 3, 1, the first term. Tapos, ang n natin would be what? So, since we are looking for the 8th term, so ang number of terms natin would be 8. Okay, 8. How about ang common ratio? So, ang common ratio natin, how are we going to get the common ratio? So, pwede tayong mag-consider ng dalawang terms. So, a sub 2 divided by a sub 1 is equal to 3 divided by 1, which is equal to 3. So, ang common ratio natin ay 3. Okay. Now, ano yung missing? Yung missing is yung 8th term. Therefore, ang nawawala is si a sub 8. Okay. So, after makuha natin or masulat natin lahat ng given, we're going to use now the formula. So, we're looking for the 8th term. So, we are looking for a sub 8. That is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to the power of n minus 1. So, itong minus 1 dito, this is constant. Okay. Ano ang a sub 1 natin? A sub 1 is equal to 1. Then, ang common ratio natin is equal to 3. N is equal to 8. So, that is 8 minus 1. Okay. So, pinakauna natin isosolve dito is yung exponent. Okay, kailangan natin isubtract sila. So, copy lang muna yung iba. 1 times 3. 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. Okay. So, we have 1 times 3 raised to the power of 7. Okay. Yung una natin isosolve is si 3. Okay, we're going to raise 3 to the power of 7. Anong ibig sabihin ng 3 raised to 7? That is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Or 3, multiply sa kanyang sarili 7 times. Okay. So, 3 raised to 7. 3 raised to 7 is equal to 2,187. Okay. So, after that, we're going to multiply this. 2. So, 1 times 2,187 is equal to 2,187. Therefore, ang 8th term ng ating given geometric sequence is equal to 2,187. Okay, let's have now problem number 2. Find the 7th term of the geometric sequence 2, 8, 32, and 128, and so on. Okay, so first things first, kailangan nating isulat muna yung mga given. So, a sub 1, yung first term natin ay 2. N, or the number of terms, is 7. Kasi nga, inahanap natin si 7th term. And we have also ratio, or the common ratio. Ano natin kunin si common ratio? Again, you can use any of the terms. Pero for convenience, pwede natin consider si first at saka si second. Okay, so second divided by the first. A sub 2 divided by a sub 1. That is 8 divided by 2 equal to 4. Therefore, ang common ratio natin ay si 4. So, yung hinahanap natin sa problem is yung pang 7th term or si a sub 7. So, a sub 7 is missing. So, after that, we're going to use now the formula. So, a sub 7 is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to the power of n minus 1. Okay. So, ang a sub 1 natin is 2. Common ratio is 4. Then, n natin is 7 minus 1. Okay. So, we will have 2 raised to 4. Again, ang unahin natin i-simplify is yung exponent natin. So, 7 minus 1, we will have 6. Okay. Then, we have 2 times 4 raised to 6. Okay, anong ibig sabihin ng 4 raised to 6? Ibig sabihin, 4, i-multiply sa kanyang sarili 6 times. So, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. So, 4 raised to 6 is equal to 4,096. Okay, so after natin masimplify yung exponent, let's proceed now to these two numbers. So, i-multiply natin sila. We will have 2 times 4,096. So, that is 2 times 6. We will have 2, 1, 2 times 9, 18, 19. Okay, 1, 2 times 0, 0 plus 1. 2 times 4 is 8. So, sa madaling salita, ang 7th term ng given geometric sequence natin ay equal sa 8,192. Now it's your turn. Try to answer the following questions. And that's a wrap. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Sir Ninyo. And you can also post your math problems in the comment section. And we will do our very best to provide solution to your questions. Because remember, every problem has a solution. At kung math ang problema ninyo, ako ang kaagapay ninyo, ako ang Sir Ninyo.